Al, it's time to see these two groups go at it head to head.
Mm-hmm.
This is the war to settle the score, of course. This is how we're gonna finish things off. Two groups enter, one group remains after. We're gonna see a decisive victory here for one group, of course.
Uh-huh, of course. Definitely.
Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared Now Watch Love Life Superstar. It is episode number 32. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc, Al, and Ladium.
Hello.
We're discussing season 3, episode number 8, entitled Yuigaoka versus Yuigaoka.
They gotta fight.
They're gonna fight each other finally. Yeah, so the big group fight is going to happen at the school festival.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to do that, they are going to have to perform the same song to make it fair for everyone, to make it easier to vote for and everything.
Like
So
they
they're
did in Shanghai, basically.
Yes, so they're going to perform the same song, and then the students will vote, and whoever wins the vote will become the school's representative for Love Live.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to do that, they're going to combine groups for a hot second to make a new song. Basically, it is all the seniors being like, "Hey, you youngins,
Y'all do it.
Get to work." So we have Wien and Tomari, of course, from Tomokanote representing them, and we have Natsumi and Mei representing Liella. These are the four that are going to make a song for this showdown.
We also have to solve a familial crisis.
Yes, also that as well. Our first meeting of the making a song does not go well is Wien's just like, here's a cool song I made and it sounds really good, and they're like, no, we can't make a song of that. That's not a school idol song. And Wien's like, dude, yeah, it is. I want to make something that's different, people haven't heard before. And there's a big argument about that.
Both of us are like Saint Snow would like to have a word.
Yes. Tamari's just like, why don't we all just make our own song and then we just come back and that's how we do this.
We
And
pick
then,
one. We had the seniors pick one, sorry.
and then they go their separate ways, and Natsumi's upset. The other second years in the yellow are like, that was a bummer. That was weird. Anyways, we got to do something about this weird family beef that these two sisters have with each other. We should go fix this. So they head to Natsumi's house and are like, hey, we're going to fix your family situation. And Shiki's the one who takes point here and just like, Natsumi, you've got to smile. Your sister doesn't want to see you sad. She really loves you and everything. You got to make sure you look happy in front of her so she doesn't feel like you're being sad and upset and that she's going to get let down again. We got to smile. Get to it. And then they just burst into Tomori's room and like, hey, we're going to do this song, right? Let's fix this family drama. And then Wien just shows up out of nowhere as well. It's like, hey, I'm here as well. Hi.
Hi.
The sisters are still on bad terms, and then Natsumi just tackles Tomari at one point. He's like, I'm going to ugly cry on you, and this is how we're going to heal each other. I'm going to call you stupid a lot, and be like, I love you. And then Tomari's like, oh, I'm also going to ugly cry. And then Al's also there ugly crying as well.
And then the rest of the girls start ugly crying.
Yep.
And then yelling at each other like, why are you crying? Well, why are you crying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that Sailor Moon gif.
That's how this all works, of course. You just cry on each other, and then everything's magically fixed.
And then you look at some jellyfish that may or may not be real.
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, what are these jellyfish named? And Tori's like, this one's the elder sister, of course. And then there's like one by itself, and they're like, oh, what's this loner one? And she's like, Margaret. And he's like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, why is that?
So yeah, now they're going to get together and work on this song together with everyone. And then Kanon just randomly shows up outside of their house and just like, oh, I guess they're doing fine. I can leave now.
Which is weird because they've established that they live very far away.
Why are you here? Go away. You don't have to fix everything.
No.
Stop it.
Mary Sueing over here.
So yeah,
I don't know why I almost did like a New York voice of, hey, I'm Mary Sueing here.
I mean, that'd be funny. We get a compilation of the sisters getting up together, going on a run, going to school together. They're all happy. They're hunky-dory and everything. Things are back. Some of the students are going around giving this paper to the other students before the festival starts. What could that be? Who knows?
Who
And
knows?
then the festival gets underway. Yay. Ren's a magical girl for some reason.
Yep.
Why? I don't know.
Talking about music.
Yeah, Chisato brought her taco truck all the way to the school somehow. Cuckoo's working it along with Sumbure. Sumbure is dressed up as an isopod, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, why am I dressed like this again? Please help. Natsumi made a weird drink that Tomari doesn't like.
It's not sweet enough.
Not sweet enough. And then we get ready to the showdown.
Mm-hmm.
The gals get dressed. They're both backstage. They both get ready.
They got blue versus red.
Blue versus red. And then we kick into a song called Dazzling Game, which is basically, it's like a musical song where like they're like fighting within the song itself, going back and forth.
And like talking about how determined and good they are compared to the other group.
Right. It's just it's big musical theater kid energy in this song.
Absolutely. It is one of the best songs that's come out of Superstar.
It is a good song. It has the best part of Love Live song where they just yeet off wardrobe midway through it, and it's like, whoa,
and now they're purple because they came together, red and blue and purple.
So yeah, it was a fun song and everything, good performance, and then everyone's like, yay, woo, and then we get the results, of course, and the winner who got all the votes is. Neither of you, please come join together and be 11 and go to the Love Live together, please. And they're like, what? What? Huh? Excuse me? I'm like, yeah, we all signed this petition so you all would come together and stop being enemies. And then they're like, well, I guess this is a draw. What was your wish going to be? Because the whole thing was like, if the losing team has to grant the winning team a wish. And both teams were like, we were going to join as 11. Wow, what a coinky-dink. And it's like, wow, this was all just for nothing.
For nothing. It's a waste of my time, like Mario and Luigi brothership.
I think the thing for me is that, like, why would Wien, of all people, agree to this?
Agree to that?
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't even look happy in the group picture.
No, and then she's like, it's like she didn't win. She didn't get her victory over Liella. Now she's just like, I guess I'm going to join them now. Yippee!
Yay!
It's like, I mean, look, we knew this was going to happen at some point. I feel like, though, this was like just the kind of lamest way for them to get together.
Yeah, it felt like a cop out.
Just like, oh, you guys, we didn't even vote. We just signed a petition so y'all would come togeter because that's what all the students want.
And of course, that's what we were gonna do anyway. Duh. It's like it would have made more sense if they had like scenes of them talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we had that tease at the end of last week's episode.
Yeah.
That was supposed to hint at it. But even still, it's like,
Yeah.
You could have done much more interesting things with this, and then this is what we get. The Love Life Superstar in a nutshell. So that's how this episode ends, of course. They're all together now. I think also it would have been more interesting if, like, they come together as a group and they change the name.
Mm-hmm.
As, like, a super group type deal. Instead of just being, oh, we're Liella. Which I guess, like, I understand why they wouldn't do that because, like, you know, all the marketing and everything. And
right.
You can't really do that. But I think from a narrative point of view, it would have been a much more interesting and would have made more sense in terms of the story. Yeah, something like that. But no, it's just for just Liella. So yeah, that's our episode. The end card this week is of all 11 of them from the performance in their purple outfits. Just being like, hey, what's up? We're purple.
Hey, purple. We're a singular group now.
Yep.
I can't speak.
So yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Next time, we will be discussing episode number 9 entitled Salzburger Knockerin. Whatever that means.
What I assume that it's some kind of like Germanic-ish thing.
I want to put it into Google and see. It is a sweet souffle served as a dessert, a culinary specialty in the Austrian city of Salzburg. It is a sweet souffle made from egg yolk, flour, sugar, and vanilla or vanilla sugar mixed into a dough. Next, egg white and granulated sugar are mixed or whisked into a meringue until soft peaks form and then mixed into the dough with spatula. Finally, dumplings, nokin or nochi, of the mixture are baked gnocchi or mix of the mixture baked in an oven until lightly brown on the outside, 10 to 12 minutes. So it's a little pastry or
Okay.
souffle pastry type deal.
Interesting.
There you go. Now we know why that will be the episode title. I guess that'll show up at some point,
I mean, we
presumably.
had buns in Shanghai recently, so
Yeah, so we shall see. That's going to do it for us this week, though. If you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Ann Ladium, go to annladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky at seasonalanimecheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, a critical analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. Excuse me. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. So join us next time as we find out what this Austrian dessert has to do with this episode.
woo!